So I was cut off. I guess I ran out of space. But rather than start over, I'll just start from here and cut it back in or whatever. So these are memory foam. I had a chance to put them on my head just now, a second ago. Have not listened to them yet. But you know, they're pretty comfortable. I mean, they're comparable to you know, the Bose. My ears did not fit entirely. I have normal size ears, I guess, but they didn't quite fit right inside like they do the Bose. The Bose just kind of has a little bit more, and I guess I'll have to play with it to see. But it's just ever so slight. Like it's not like I'd have to shove my ears in it. But let's see. It should have. This is the on button, so it says power on. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get Bluetooth going. So my phone is looking for it. I have a lot of devices in here. It should be. I've got a flashy light here. So anytime now. Alright. Well, the other headphones I got, like I have the 1000X, I got these Bose, and I've tried some speakers and stuff. Like everything so far is paired very easily, so this is kind of a first that's not shown up in my devices. So I will go ahead and stop the video here, give it a listen, see you know, my first impressions, and I'll come right back. Alright, so I'm back. It was actually easy to pair. You hold down the multifunction button for 3 seconds, it turns it on. If you keep holding it down for 6 seconds, it goes into pairing mode, and it says so in an audible, like a woman's voice. Okay, and then it showed up pretty instantly, so it connected pretty quick. Right there. So we're connected. I'm gonna. You know, I've been testing out Bose and the Sonys, and I've been kind of comparing it to my Audio Technicas, which are kind of like my reference. But we'll go ahead and I'm gonna just give. This will be really boring, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in just something. I've got whatever this is, Nero. Okay, so I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna probably run a electronica track and like a punk track and some acoustic stuff, and just kind of play with it, and I'll come back and give my impressions. Man, okay, so I've auditioned these, and they're okay. First of all, I said they were light before. They're actually. I could be mistaken, but they feel even lighter than Matrix 2s. And so I auditioned them back and forth between the 2 and the 3. They definitely sound a lot better. So these were good, the 2s. They had a decent range. They just weren't as dynamic, and they were, you know, a little muddy, you know. It's tough to get like I mean, I wouldn't listen to these in like a studio or anything. Or if it's like, here's a cheap pair of headphones, take on the plane, is kind of what I would consider those. These, you know, again, they're not terribly expensive, but I'll tell you what, they're lighter than the Bose. They pack up small. You're not getting the frills like noise cancellation, but you know, there's a good seal. Really, I mean, after kind of adjusting my ears and stuff, there's actually a pretty good seal here. So I didn't really hear much of outside noise. Now, comparing to the sound of the Bose, And I could probably play around with the Sonys as well. But back and forth between the Bose and the Sony, so very slight of a difference, and that one is going to just come down to preference between those two. This is very similar to, it's probably more similar to the Bose, and I might even, without auditioning these next to each other yet, I would say the 50s, the Audio Technicas, they're how they're just kind of like a good reference headphone. It's very similar to that sound. I mean, it's bright. It's got good bass to it. Probably not quite as deep as Bose, but it's got a really good separation and spread. It's just a bright, clean sound. I mean, I'm actually pretty impressed. So, thankfully, these turn out to be pretty good. This is a good purchase. So, $120. You do a lot worse for $120. I'm going to have to review the first part of this video so I can see how exactly I put these back. I think it's something like that. But anyway, so yeah, these are light enough and cheap enough. These are definitely going to replace the twos for me for my travel set. I was thinking the Bose would, or the Sonys, but they're just kind of $350, $400, and this for $120. If it gets stolen, I'm not going to cry as hard. And for my money, they sound pretty good. So if they're very loud in terms of volume, they're loud. I mean, they have a really good, they have a good sound to them. Like on Bluetooth, they're actually louder than when they're hooked up by a cable. They're louder, and that's unusual. The Sonys are, well, I guess it depends. With the noise cancellation is different. So, but these, this is a great buy. This is a great purchase. I'm happy so far. It's plastic parts. It seems to be well constructed. I mean, durable. It's flexible plastic, folds up small. Comes with a case. So, what else you need? All right, well, that's, I guess, my unboxing impromptu, no plan at all, of the MEE Matrix 3s, brand new. Thanks. Okay, I just want to dip back in real quick, run a weight test. There's probably stats online of this. So I've got 282 grams on my Audio Technicas. I've got my Bose here. If I can get these to participate. So 234 grams for those. Oops. Back you go. The Matrix 2s, which I don't have a way to fold these up, so let's see if I can. It's just leaning on my hand. So there we go, 216 grams. While I'm at it, I'll say this case is pretty well made. I mean, it's the same kind of, denim as the outside of the cups. I mean, it's sturdy. It's just not like fancy. That's all. All right. So the Matrix 3s, they are 203 grams. So. And since they're here, I might as well pop them out. And let's go with These are the heaviest, I guess, 270, 277. I don't remember what I said for the Audio Technicas. So 277 for the Sonys. Yeah, they're heavier, right? Oh no, 283. Okay. But for my portable ones, these Sonys are pretty heavy. But I'll tell you what, these are great too. They're very expensive, but being able to forward tracks, volume down, it's just very intuitive, easy to use. My favorite is cupping your hand over this so you can hear audio, just hear the surrounding audio, and it mutes your music. These are great. I'm pretty happy with these. Sound wise, they're pretty comparable to the Bose. Somehow they sound a little bit warmer, I guess, is what I would say. I'd say the Bose have just a little bit more thunder to the bass than these. Just a little. But I'll tell you that, it's almost indiscernible. These have a great bass. And these Matrix 3s, I'm pretty impressed. These have, they stand up against the Bose. They stand up pretty well. So I'm going to play around with them some more. If I have any more thoughts, I'll tack them on. But I think that's it. It's, these are definite buy from me. Thanks.